Hi, everybody. It's Gina.
I'm Kristin.
And this is Lemme, Scooch by ya,
Just
our
scooch
fun
on
little
in.
silly Midwestern girl podcast where we talk about anything we want and we're going to fly all over everywhere today.
Yeah, we really are. We
We really are.
100% are. Yeah.
Yeah.
Well, I mean, we're going to slide into that talking about, things we did this week pretending to be younger than
Mm.
we are, right?
Yeah. Tell me what you did last night. Please inform
Um,
inform the audience of 24
of
what you did
24,
last night.
right? What it's like
Yes.
to be 24?
Oh, yes. Ooh.
Yes. So last night for Tim's birthday, it was a couple weeks ago, but
Happy birthday, Tim.
yes, happy birthday, Tim. He's 38. Yeah.
Mm.
Aw.
Mm.
Anyway, so he like loves like electric dance music, that kind of stuff. So Millennium was playing at the Sphere. So, and that's one of his favorites. So we went there.
Nice.
Amazing.
What is something that they made? Can you like pretend that you know what it is? Can you like it out?
Oh no,
I
no, I
think
can't
I
do it.
think I saw on your Snap story because I did. We'll go back to that, but like on your Snap story, I remember some of them. What is their name again? Say it for me because now I have to download it and put it onto my podcast, like or onto my playlist,
It's
and make
Millennium.
sure. Okay, I'm probably gonna
Yeah,
get read for
Nightlight
filth
is a
because
big
I don't know who
one.
that is.
His new album, it's Odyssey. Like I'm not like a like if you ask me about Grateful Dead stuff, like I'll know all of this stuff. So
Right. Ask me
I
about Dave
really
Matthews.
enjoy his music. And then the opener that they had last night was like a DJ trio. One of them's I think out of Chicago, one's out of LA, and then one's out of Minnesota or something. They're Levity. They were fucking fire. Whoop, sorry. They were fire. It
Well,
was so good.
that's awesome. That's
Yeah.
awesome. At the Sphere. Okay, so
At
you're
the
at the
Sphere.
Sphere.
Yeah, and so this is my sixth time at the Sphere. I have been lucky enough to go. I know, but I live here, and so Dead and Company came here, so I got to
We
see
have
them.
70-mile-an-hour winds.
Yeah,
Take
it's
that.
no big
Yeah.
deal, right? And
Yeah.
it'll be 117, and it'll still feel like 100 with the wind, right?
So
So,
you're at the Sphere and you're rocking it out. What time did you have to be there?
oh god, so the show, like the opener, didn't start till 9:30.
Cheers.
So 100% believe that Tim took a nap yesterday and drank a Red Bull before, right? Yeah.
That is
I
the
did
only
not.
way.
I like did not. And I was like, you know what? Like, I'm not like super big drinker these days, but I got a couple of Trapo Chicos. I think that's what they're called. I don't
Ooh.
know. Like
I
being
have not had
down,
them.
going to an event or like walking the strip, like that's kind of my go to. I'm like, oh, Trapo Chico. It's so refreshing.
What is
So
it? A malt thing or
like a
is it a
hard seltzer,
refresher?
I think.
Okay, a hard seltzer. All right. See,
Yeah.
I'm not in
But
and
it was
hip on
good.
the.
But it was a late show, right? And it's like
Yeah.
electric rave music, like headbanging, awesome.
Well, that's why you didn't get tired because it was like in your face.
Yeah, and
I
it
saw it
really.
on your Snap story. I saw it like the whole thing. And when I saw it, I knew what time you were going. And I didn't realize what it was. So I'm like, okay, she's going to the Sphere. It's going to be amazing. It's going to be grand. But then your video of the laser lights performance and the music and the oh my god, it's so intense. I ran out to Mary out on the floor of the gym and I was like, she did this last night at 9 o'clock until she said she got home at like 1 or 2 in the morning on
Yeah,
a Thursday
on
night.
a
Like
Thursday. I know.
it
I was
was
like,
so crazy.
who are we even? Like, right?
I I
Who
want to
are
go
we?
to the show, but at the same time, I would be like Tim. I would need that nap. I would need that nap.
Yeah, especially when it was that late. Like when I was like bought the tickets, it was like 9:30, and I was like, oof. That was the first thing I said. And I was like, well, that's really late, you know?
That is really, really late.
Tim's
Yeah.
like, we'll probably be like some of the oldest people there. And I was like, maybe. I was like, yeah, the majority of people that are there definitely like 20s, 30s. Actually, my cousin, who just moved back to the States back from New Zealand. And so he was
Oh.
here, and him and his friends
Oh, that's
are in
fun.
their like late 20s, early 30s.
Oh,
Yeah. So they were sitting in a different section. But yeah, definitely
but still.
more like younger people for sure. But it was super fun to go do it. But then now today, even though like, if it was years ago, I probably would have been drunk and I wouldn't even been hungover because I didn't even know what that was until I
Right.
got into my 30s.
Right.
And so I think I had two and a half of the Tropicigos. So they're like the big cans over the course of
Right.
like from 7:15 p.m. until like 12:30.
And now you feel like a dead woman today
Well, not
because
dead.
you were
I
out too
just
late
the hangover is from the disruption of my
of the
normal sleeping
sleep.
pattern.
Yes.
The night
Yes.
before, I was asleep before 9 p.m. Wednesday
Yes.
night, right? But
As it should be.
asleep, like lights out, full on REM sleep at like 8:54. Fast
Okay.
forward to
That's
Thursday, and I'm going to
impressive. You
bed
have
at,
an hour on me.
yeah,
10 o'clock's my,
2:30 in the morning this morning. So
are you going to nap today?
I will not take a nap today.
You're
I have a
brave.
couple,
You're a
I
brave
know.
soul.
I have a couple of things to do after this. Tim, however, is taking a nap. He was a early riser.
I
We were
would
both
be.
early risers, early to bed, early to
Yeah.
rise. So he never does this. It's not even 12:30, and him and Bear are taking a nap or trying to
Taking
at
a little
least.
noonie. Yeah.
Yeah,
Right. Right. We'll take everybody be quiet. We're,
yeah,
Tim's taking a little nap. I am too tired
yeah.
as well tired because I did the same thing. Not really. I did not go somewhere nearly as in your face like that because yours was just so cool. I watched it, the whole thing. I watched your whole snap story. It was amazing.
I was tired. It was so good.
But I will have to say this: the fact that you shared almost the entire thing, that was very boomer of you. Like you were just sitting there,
100%.
like,
I knew the minute that I did it because they're long clips, right? They're like 2 to 3 minutes. They're
you
long.
have the tiny dots on the top. It's like that's how you know you've shared
Yeah.
97,000 minutes of snaps
You
on
know
your
what?
story.
I just wanted to share with everyone because it was that good.
It was
And
awesome.
where we sat is the best place to sit at this fair. I'm going to go back to that really quick. Sorry.
Go.
We
It
want to
was
sit
the
in
perfect
like
spot.
the 400s. And so we're in section 406, row 23, and there's a wall behind me. So like there's no one else behind me. So like I can stand up. The seats are very comfortable. So I can stand up, sit down. I can like move all around.
Now you're going to try to go and get those seats and they're going to be booked. And when you go to seat 408, you're going to go, or in section 408, you're going to go to those seats and you're going to be like, why? How'd you get these seats? They're always open. They're going to go, well, we watched this one podcast that we found. And this girl said, mark my
Listen,
words, one day, one
sit there.
day.
Yeah. All of the times I've been lucky enough to go, the majority of the times, 4 out of the 6 times I have sat in the sections 406 or in 408. Very good. That's the way to go. So yeah, but enough
I
about me.
want, no, I just think that now that has to be part of my trip out there. I know there's
Yes.
all sorts of stuff going on. I don't know what I would want to see there.
We saw when
But
Danielle came in September, we went and saw The Wizard of Oz. Awesome. It was so fun. And they
right,
don't like,
and you've seen so much. I don't want to be like sitting next to you and you're like, "Isn't this great? Isn't this great?" Like I would want you to be just as in awe with me.
oh,
So
I
it can't be
definitely
something you've seen.
will.
Excuse me.
Yeah, I
Yeah.
definitely won't be I'm not that kind of person. Like I'm also gonna like enjoy it as well. So
Yeah.
yeah. But I might be like nudging you.
Nudging you. Isn't that cool? Yeah. Wait. Yeah. So you decided to pretend you were 24 last night. Good
I did.
job. Good job.
Yeah.
And you recovered fairly well.
A
I
little bit.
pretended I was 24. Yeah. I mean, we're both, she's got coffee. I have tea. It's, cheers on you.
Cheers.
So I did some more Chicago Snowballs fun stuff. So we had to reschedule our Tuesday meetup out in Rosemont because of our really bad storms. It has been windier than all get out here all week. And the storms that came through Tuesday, driving an hour out there, it was really bad. And then we moved it to last night. And then even driving home, it was really bad. And it's still really windy. But anyway, I, on the other hand, when I knew I was going to have a late night and a very early morning, decided to get an energy drink. I had an energy drink last night. So let's go through that roller coaster of I sipped an Alani from 8 o'clock until 9 o'clock. I had the last sip as I was walking into the dome. And at first I was like, oh my God, I'm so awake. This is so great. And then I had so much energy. And then my body decided to palpate and sweat profusely in a very unsexy way. And I'm wearing my, I am wearing my awesome, snowballs gear, and I'm having them do all sorts of amazing, fun, silly things. And so I'm sweating and I have to take my sweatshirt off, and my shirt I had on underneath was gray. And the sweat stain. I was like, I'm putting my sweatshirt back on.
I don't care. I'll just continue to profusely sweat, dehydrate.
Right. I was drinking lots of water. Yeah, I was drinking lots of water. But it did get me through the night. I drove home completely fine, wide awake, lay in my bed. I'm laying there with my eyes closed, and it was it felt like an eternity. Let's give it maybe a half an hour. But I picked out what I was going to wear for today. I was going through what we were going to talk about today. I did work for today. I mean, my brain would not shut off. Your brain was
productive in that moment, no? Because,
normally,
like for myself, and I think a lot of other people, or maybe yourself included, you will just like think about things that happened so long ago. 15 years ago, and you're like, let's dwell on this for the next half hour.
Yeah.
So at least your brain was like, listen, we don't have time to actually spiral in that way tonight. So let's spiral forward and be productive about what's going to happen tomorrow.
I love that you just flipped that in a positive-ish way. Okay. Yeah. Okay. Yeah, I love that. It was not dwelling on it was more like, I have all of this to do and I want to just, let's get it going. And then I think at some point went into a comatose state, woke up covered in sweat when my alarm went off. And it was just like, I think I had to actually lift my eyelids open. and now, and the storm knocked the power out at the gym and all these other fun things. So I will probably try to nap today. And then I realized that I'm also going to be going to an Ice Hogs game with my friend and her kids tonight. So I probably won't be taking a nap.
Yeah.
I think I'm just going to plug a chug along.
Yeah. The amount of energy that we are expending lately is tremendous.
Yeah. Tremendous.
It's fun to pretend to be young. How I will say that you are doing it more consistently each week. Like you have this commitment that you're doing at least one time a week, if not more.
Yeah.
In addition to like all of your other normal responsibilities. And then we just threw this in there too, right? So mine
this is fun though.
Like we're just going to go and hang out one night. Like, I don't know when the next time like something like this will happen will be like the rafting trip. I know it's not a pod about rafting, but
it's not a pod. Up. This is not a podcast about rafting.
It's not,
but
it really isn't.
The next really late night. No, I'm gonna call BS on that, because the next time you're gonna stay up late is probably not gonna be the pod, because you love to go to bed early. You've gone to bed early the past couple nights, or the past couple times. Now, granted, I was the weekend warrior, so my only account is you going to bed. We all kind of go to bed earlier on Friday to prepare for Saturday. And then Saturday, we're coming down from whatever the shenanigans, what happens on the river stays on the river. Nope. Or ends up on this podcast. But it's not a podcast about rafting. Anyway, you normally end up going to bed early, because I've seen the glow party when they were up at like 2 a.m. and you were fast asleep.
I have seen them once in the past like 5 years because I'm like,
They haven't. You're like, I'm going to bed.
I
I'm
gotta
good.
tap out. I think it's been at least 5 years from the first time I remember them.
Oh, yeah.
Jupi.
Chubby, chubby, boopy.
Um, yeah. So I do like to go to bed early. I also, in years past on the rafting trip, really enjoyed an Irish goodbye. Not just on the rafting trip, just like in general. So
Oh, yes.
but now it's
Hence
like
the
a
name of this
conscious.
podcast. Like, we're just gonna scooch,
We're just gonna
right?
listen. I'm
Our
just
own
gonna like
form.
scooch into my tent and go to
Yeah,
bed. Yeah,
right.
now it's a conscious effort to go to bed early because I'm like, oh, I just want to wake up and be in the sun. I don't want to
Right.
miss the daylight.
Yeah, if that's how I am too. The whole spring ahead with time, that really messes with me because I like to start my day like right as the sun comes up. And you spring ahead, and now it's like my brain, I wake up at the same 6 o'clock time, and it's like, wait a minute, it's still dark out. Wait,
It
wait, wait,
won't
wait,
last
wait. But it'll
long.
only be like a week, and then it'll be fine.
Yeah,
Yeah.
exactly.
Yeah. It'll
It's
go
just
pretty
a
quick.
little reset, right? I guess here's me and my stupid positivity. And I was like, let's just take
I
this
love you
time
for
to
it.
reset. Even when we fall back. And I was like, ooh, and that I'm like, fine, another hour of sleep. And yes, it's dark at 2:30 p.m. Whatever. You know what? Winter is for wintering, right? To reset, to rest. Like all the trees
I
get
love you.
naked, they lose their leaves. Everyone just needs to relax. We need to relax. So go to a
I,
rave show. That'll help you
so
get
go to a rave show
yeah.
on a Thursday night or drive to Rosemont and make a bunch of really amazing people do really fun, silly things. And we create really fun stuff. So go and look at
I
our
know.
socials because it's a
Do
lot of
you
fun. Chicago Snowballs.
so do we have a schedule yet?
That I'm not 100% sure on. I know that we will be announcing it pretty close, like pretty soon here.
Mm-hmm.
We're finalizing everything right now within this next like week or so. So once I
Perfect.
know, I will let you know immediately when
Yes.
our home opener is. So
Yes. And then
I know
I
it'll be
will
in May. I don't know exactly when. Yeah.
and yeah, and I'll need the July schedule so that I can, I'm a planner. I know it's March. I'm already
Yeah.
booking my trip.
You
I
know
already
what?
have slots. Yeah, write it down.
Yeah, write that down. I want to make sure. Let's find out. I'm going to find out if we can do something around your schedule. Hi, do we have a game around this? Because my friend's coming in from out of town, so we need to play.
Yeah. Well,
Yeah.
the positive side, I mean, I'm home for like 18 days. Now,
Yeah.
rafting takes up a good chunk of it. Always
Right.
back to rafting. But that's why I
Always back
come
to
home.
rafting.
Yeah,
Yeah.
and I'm lucky enough to have a job that allows me I have the flexibility in my schedule and their understanding of even when I got hired and I was like, I go home every year and I was like, and it's for an extended period of time. I usually go home for about 2.5, if I could, 3 weeks in the summer.
Yeah.
And they're like, yeah,
That's so
totally.
healthy of
So
you.
I know
Yep.
it's so nice. So,
It is very, very healthy of you.
mhm.
And that's what's just going to help you with longevity. And then that way we can grow old and be old biddies together.
Yes.
Because I do embrace like our oldness. I do love that as even though we tried to be 24, we dabbled. I'm not gonna drink energy drinks anymore, and I think I'll stick with tea. But I do like things where we are being older, like baking, and I'm a big
Yes.
baker. Like I like that
Um,
part of me as
I've
well.
always been an oldie. You and I love the
Yeah.
Golden Girls. We have for years.
Right.
I have my Golden Girls cup. My
I was
sister-in-law
kind of admiring that as well.
and brother just sent me some socks today. So I'm
I
super
love them. All
yeah.
four. Hi, ladies. Here,
Yeah.
I'll bring Rose.
So
Rose wants to hang out. We'll bring Rose.
oh Rose. Yeah, so I'm
We'll
super
have
pumped.
Rose
So
in.
yeah, I love the age that we are. Now, obviously there's pros and cons to every single decade that you go through. I
Right.
feel like there's just slightly more pros than cons right now. Their body changing and everything.
Yeah.
Um, but yeah, definitely into a baking area. I've had like a sourdough starter for a few months now. actually quite a while, like maybe six
I'm trying to
months.
hang this up. Yeah.
Still trying to like can't really get it nailed down, but I try every week.
Do
That's
you try to bake other kinds of breads or any other kinds of things to bake? Like what are you so you're that's sourdough, okay? Everybody's
yeah,
going through a sourdough phase. Everybody goes through
yeah.
some kind
Like
of
it's a
sourdough phase
rite of
or an
passage.
Amish bread. Did you do Amish bread before?
I haven't done an Amish bread. I've done just like an
Those are
artisan bread.
okay.
I've made naan before. That was really good. I made flour tortillas
Good for
before.
you.
And then
Ooh.
baked goods, of course. So I really want to try and get into croissants.
Okay. Okay.
Mhm.
We're going beyond. We're going right into patisserie. I like it.
Yeah,
Good.
I just
Okay.
made like I just perfected this chocolate chip cookie recipe, like perfected it. And I'm like, this is it.
Yes.
I've been making chocolate chip cookies for years, and now I'm like, how can I make this better? And I'm like, I'm gonna do this and this, and like my brain did that on its own. It's not something my 20-year-old brain would have done. This is something 40 something year old Kristen's brain's like, yeah, why?
Yeah.
How did this happen?
That's that's that is where you know that you're getting into your like comfort zone with embracing age is you're like I'm going to spend my weekend, I'm going to perfect my chocolate chip cookies.
Yep.
um I love that for you. What I don't want you to give away your recipe, but what is it about these chocolate chip cookies you were like this is what was bad and this is what I want to fix?
I actually just use bread flour instead of the all-purpose flour, and that changed the now it changes the texture of the cookie. So not everyone might not love it. I love it. I feel like they are so good. Like I could package them up and sell them at a farmer's market.
It's more like a cookie, like a I don't know how to explain it. It's not chewy. It's doughier.
It's not
It's
doughier.
denser,
Um the texture, yeah, they're a
fluffier.
little bit more dense, but they stay chewier for longer. I feel like with the all-purpose
Okay.
ones, like if you make 2 dozen, those cookies by like the end of the week, but into the second week, they're just not that good anymore. So I'm like making changing up the flour that texture component of it, and then making less of them, so just making like 6 at a time and freezing the rest of it, and then I froze it and then I baked it again, and I was like, oh, that's even better frozen. So
Yeah. Um I went down, I'm going to take you down my little baking thing because of
yeah.
course like Great British Baking, right?
Oh, the
Everybody
BBS,
if
yeah.
you haven't watched it then I don't
Yeah, I don't
understand
know what
why
you're
because
doing.
it's the best most wholesome
Mm,
loving show ever. You can't and have a bad moment while watching it. But
no,
it got
never.
me super obsessed with baking, of
Hmm.
course. So
Same.
my first attempt at bread ever was Paul Hollywood's bread. So
Oh,
I like am
Hollywood
kneading
bread.
by hand. I have live yeast. I have like you have to incorporate it. I'm waiting for this thing to proof twice and the whole bit. And
Yeah,
it was amazing. Have I made it that good ever again? No.
yeah.
Not a once, not a once. I've tried like 5, 6 other times. But then I got a Dutch oven
Oh yeah,
and
love a
then
Dutch
I
oven.
made,
Yeah.
yep, a good, artisanal bread in the Dutch
Yep.
oven that
Yeah.
it's kind of like foolproof
Chef's kiss.
baking.
Yeah, yeah,
Yes, yeah.
100%.
And then I found a very easy 2 white loaf recipe that you mix it together the night before, you let it proof overnight, you separate it and put it into the pans, you let it proof again for like 20 minutes, heat up your oven, pop it in, boom, you've got 2 perfectly white loaf sandwich breads.
Yeah.
Boom. And
Boom.
then I was like, well, let me get creative. So then I'm mixing in um everything bagel seasoning
Oh,
into
yeah.
one
Yum.
loaf. And then I've done cinnamon raisin in a loaf.
Ooh.
And then I was like, okay, let's make bagels. I can make bagels.
Oh my God, that's awesome.
And it wasn't even just like, it was the satisfaction of like, it does take all day. And that's what I love about baking is that
Yeah.
it makes you slow down.
Mm-hmm.
It really does. And like, here I am drinking tea. I kind of wish I feel like I would just be plopped somewhere where I have a really cool accent, but it makes you slow down. And that's what I love about it. And I'm somebody that goes a million miles a minute. For anybody
Yeah.
that's ever met me in person, I'm always a million miles a minute. But then it's like, I love to bake.
Yeah,
And I'm
cooking
all about like, you want to make
this.
croissants? Let's get some great butter and let's do some folds. And
Oh, yeah, I
hmm
know. I think it's just the process of it. It feels very like calming. It like decompresses me because I'm like, okay, I just have to focus on this.
yeah.
And you do have to focus when you're cooking, I guess. Like he calls the smoke detectors my Kristin's kitchen timer, and I was like, that's just not that's just not a thing. I feel like he's sitting down there and he like pushes the button when I'm cooking. I feel like that's what he does. He like sets them
Do they
off.
go off frequently?
I mean, yeah. Now, to be fair, it's usually with the oven because there's something on the bottom and I haven't noticed when I go to like
Okay.
put it in and there's like a small piece of cheese that's like burning.
Okay.
It's a whole thing. And then I like it was a very small kitchen fire. It was not that big. Just
What are
like
you? Okay, take me down this path. Okay, you're setting your house on fire. Didn't we just talk about the whole fear of stop, drop, and roll? Like, what are you doing to me here? Okay, tell
yeah,
me the
well,
story.
we
Go.
talked about quicksand,
Yeah.
and then yes, and then you stop dropping and rolling. That was the thing that they taught repeatedly throughout
Yes.
several different grades. And I was like, how many times
So
am I
you're
gonna do
saying it's because of you and your kitchen fire.
You know, I also was FaceTiming. So that was definitely part of the problem.
Yeah,
You
that
have
does
to
affect it.
engage and be focused about what you're doing. I was just cutting up potatoes and had the oil going, not paying attention to the temperature of the oil, and put the fries in, had them on the lid, put the fries in, and then panic
Oops.
just a little. And my friend is on FaceTime. She's like, "What's happening?" I'm like, "I've just started a small fire. It's fine." Um,
Was it fast or was it like you had to get like flour to put it out and baking
yeah.
soda or
So
whatever?
flour does not put it out. Flour burns. Actually, it is baking soda that will put it
Baking
out.
soda. Yeah,
Yeah.
baking soda.
So I put
Okay.
flour on it initially and I was like, well, I just made a mess and that is also burning. And we lived in our townhouse at the time and it was 3 stories. So the whole second story, the kitchen and the living room was just full of smoke. Bear and Tiernan are like, Tiernan left. She's like, I'm going upstairs. I'm out of here. Bear's
Yeah,
like,
I'm out of here.
my legs are too short to go down the stairs.
I'm
So
stranded.
yes,
Yeah.
outside of our townhouse, there was fire extinguisher. So I ran down, got that, and discharged the fire extinguisher, which I had never done before. All of those, like, yep, the race,
Yep.
is that what it is? Race, the rescue, alarm, whatever. You think I would know that, but I can't think of it off my head. So I did all of that. And then, there's just talc powder everywhere forever.
Yes.
Now, there was no damage done to anything, no structural damage, no damages to the appliances. So, because the microwave was above it, nothing. Like this was all taken care
Well,
of
good.
very quickly.
You might not remember the anagram, but at least you did not burn your house down. And I'm very proud of you for that.
Yeah, right. It's so annoying that I can't remember it.
I know, it's okay. I have two fire extinguishers in my house, and one is literally in my little pantry thing. It's a little small kitchen one.
Mm-hmm.
I have never used a fire extinguisher, so I'm very jealous of the fact that you've done that before.
Well, now
I
it's
saw a
like
video of a girl doing it just to do it.
it's never ending. That like it never. Tim's like, oh my god, Kristen's cooking again. You want me to turn your timers off? I'm like, oh my god, okay. I was like, it was one time, and it was like a year and a half ago. It was a while ago, so it
I'm gonna
just
get
seemed
you a little one
necessary to
for the
keep bringing it
counter.
up, right?
Yeah, I'm gonna get you a
No
little one
big
for the
deal.
counter. Just put it up there.
Yeah, but I'm with you. I do love baking and cooking.
Yeah.
I think baking can be difficult when the things don't turn out the way that you want them to. It can be discouraging. But
Yes.
luckily, Tim will eat anything and everything that I cook. I made cinnamon rolls. The
Good
dough
man.
did not rise, so they were just like it was very
Cinnablobs.
dodgy, as Paul Hollywood would say, and it was
Oh,
just like so dense. And he's like, "Nope, this is
yeah.
great. I'm gonna eat it." I'm like, "Okay."
I made two of those white bread loaves and they did not do the second rise at all.
Mm.
And they were kind of like Liz and Alex are so sweet because I gave them the everything bagel one and I was like, it did not work. I'm so sorry. I was so apologetic. And they're
Yeah.
like, what are you talking about? You can toast it and it's just like eating a bagel. That's how dense bread was. You
Well,
can just
I
cut
mean,
it and toast it. It's like eating a bagel. And I'm like, oh, good. So it's like punk, punk. Like,
at least you were
oh,
brave enough to
man.
give your baked good away. I am not. Tim's like, let's give
I
this to
wouldn't,
our neighbor. And I
it
was
was
like, oh my God,
depending.
no.
Yeah, no, depending. If it was something
Yeah.
where it's not that I don't love them any less. It's just to them, they're just like that where they'll eat anything. They'll be like, oh yeah, this is great. Maybe next time add butter. Like,
Right. They're
yeah,
critiquing you.
this is terrible. No, they come
Yeah.
over. They help me with things like we make all sorts of stuff. Alex knows how to make an amazing Basque cheesecake,
Ooh.
like a baked cheesecake. Oh, he makes so good.
Ooh.
Oh, yeah, yeah. They make
I
some really good recipes. They're pretty good at a bunch of different things. They're good cooks. Yeah.
I you like to make pasta. I just made pasta for the first time over Christmas with my bolognese sauce, but you love to make pasta. And that is
I
something
do. I
new
make
that I've learned
pasta.
about you.
Yeah, I make pasta all the time. Well, I mean, my name's Gina. So, I am Italian. I don't know if anybody knows that. So, in my family, the tradition was to make raviolis every year, and we
Oh,
make them from
yum.
scratch. So I know the most I ever made was over 2000. And that was with my mom and my two aunts. And that was like a plug and chug holiday. It's always days before the holiday. And then growing up in the Midwest, right? Like it's always freezing around that
Right.
time. So we would set up picnic tables in like folding tables in the garage and then you cover them and all that fun stuff and you make them in the kitchen and then you bring them out there and they'll freeze overnight and then put them in sandwich baggies or gallon baggies
Hmm.
and then we 20 at a time or whatever it is. So I carry the tradition on up here. I do Friendsgiving up here, so I love to cook
Yes.
Thanksgiving for everybody and we all bring different portions, so Friendsgiving. And then Christmas time, it's now like Liz and Alex come over and Emma and Eric bring, their little one and stuff like that and it's like people are you going to make raviolis this year? Yeah,
Oh, I
come on
love
over.
that.
So, I mean, if you want to come home and you can help us make raviolis, I have a whole like team conveyor belt
I think I
workforce
was home in November this year when you had Friendsgiving. I was
for Friendsgiving. Yeah. Yeah.
Friendsgiving.
I do that always around Christmas. We do raviolis around Christmas. And then,
Oh
I
yeah, I
mean,
was home for that
pastas.
actually. I
Yeah.
just couldn't make
Yeah.
it.
She couldn't make, she chose. Anyway, no, I'm just kidding. I'm
It was
giving
a
you shit.
conscious effort. I was like,
You're
come
like,
on.
wow. No. And then making pasta, like to just make pasta is really easy to do. And then I would always store it one way, but then I saw on the talk, a gentleman uses what looks like almost like a pizza box.
Hmm.
So he has the dried pasta and then he puts it in a big old pizza box. And I was like,
Oh,
oh my God, that's the like
that's
I
amazing. That's
feel stupid
ingenious.
thinking of it, but like pasta comes in a box, Gina. Like make your own pasta and put it in a spaghetti box. Like it's okay. I was like storing it weird and then it would cook weird. But so just so you know, if you ever make even more pasta, your cook time is like less than 3 minutes if it's fresh
Oh,
pasta.
see, I've only made it like the portion that I've needed for that
Oh,
dinner.
okay.
I didn't make
Fair
extra.
enough. Well, if you ever make extra, you just obviously let it dry out and then you put it in a box and then you
See,
can just
this
cook it up later.
that sounds like a very lovely Saturday afternoon, right?
Right.
Like
It's the perfect Saturday
at
afternoon.
being our
Oh, I
age.
know. I love
Yeah.
it.
This
Yeah.
weekend, I'm like, oh, what am I like after I just went to like this fire headbanger of a show, rave type show. I'm like, oh, well, let's see. I'd like to really organize two closets this weekend. And I bought three plant books in the last week, trying to figure out how do I put in this garden. I was like, well, I think that's going to be too much. But then I'm like, how can I make my own like medicinal things from herbs. So I got that
Oh
book.
yeah, yeah. You sent me that thing for like moon water tinctures or something,
Yes.
right?
Yes. There's moon and
I'm
sun
excited for
water.
that.
So yeah.
Yeah. I
So
make sun
actually,
tea, like that's like my favorite thing. It's because spring is springing. So we're
yeah.
shifting our old lady hobbies from inside baking, reading, warm,
Yes.
and now we're gonna like gardening, uh, making teas and waters and tinctures and being
Hmm.
outside. And I I'm gonna admit, I kind of want to make like a nature journal. Have you seen things like that?
I have not.
Where so you get a regular journal, and then when you go and you're doing anything outside, whatever it may be, you could be watching your kids sports team, you could be working in your yard, you can be on a walk with your dog, and then like you pick up leaves and you pick up sticks and you pick up whatever, and then you date the top of the day, and then you
Mhm.
put all of that, and like, if you want to press and seal it or however you want to put it, and then that's like your day. So you have like a nature journal of every day that you doing whatever. I was like, that's kind of fun. It's like that's like an old lady fun little
I was
hobby.
like, let me make sure that I follow this. So I'm just gonna take this baggie and collect things of nature
Yeah,
and put a date on them, and then put them in a box, like it's some sort
in a
of
journal. You would have a
in a
journal.
journal. Okay.
Yeah. They're like people are like I don't know their technique, but let's just say you're like hodgepodging it onto that page.
Oh, okay, okay, got it.
So nature is just the page.
Oh, just the page.
I'm
Okay,
going to
so in
send
my
you what I'm
mind, I was
thinking, and
like,
you're going to
Gina's
be
got
like,
this
oh my
big
God,
trash
that's so
bag that
beautiful.
she's carrying around with her.
The old lady with the pole with the stick. And I'm just,
Yeah, she's like, this
don't
is
mind
my
me. It's all
nature journal.
flowers. Like,
I've never been one for journaling. I do like to write things
oh,
down. Like, obviously, with our phones, like, we keep our show notes in our phone, but I do prefer to write things down, but I'm not a journaler. Like, I've tried to journal it myself, and
okay.
it's just crazy.
I write almost every night
I love that.
in cursive.
So you then do you go back and
Two,
read it ever, or is it just something like you wrote
absolutely
it
not.
out? Oh, okay.
Absolutely
See,
not.
I am like
I do
tempted to
not.
go back and I'll be like, Kristen, what's wrong with
I
you?
have I've don't get me wrong, like I've flipped through. Have I sat there and read a page top to bottom? Absolutely
Yeah.
not. I'll flip through and I know the impact. Like I know where I'm at in my life. I also keep in my journals like as life goes. I've kept important things like people who have passed their little prayer cards. I've had like an amazing experience. So like a ticket would be in there from a concert or something.
Oh, that's
Um,
cool.
so yeah, I have little kind of things that a newspaper clipping. A friend of mine, her and I were in the newspaper way back when. So I have the little thingy, and I have that in that journal from literally eighth grade.
You would probably be the, do you think if you had to, like, there's always someone in the family that, like, tracks the lineage, right? Tracks the tree. Would
That would be
that be
me.
you? Yeah. Okay.
Oh yeah,
Yeah.
that'd be
That is
me.
not something I'm capable. My grandpa does it for my mom's side. My uncle does it for my dad's side. Um, it's
I'm
not
gonna
something
say
that
that I
I,
could track my life through my eyes. Not necessarily, but yeah,
yeah.
yeah,
Or
exactly.
just like keep, I think that you're, like you said, you keep track of that stuff. I sometimes, like, a lot, I'm like, oh, I just didn't even take any pictures. Like, sometimes I just don't think about it.
Oh no. I'm the person that will take the picture that's appropriate to what it is. Like the fact that you put that on your Snapchat, the whole concert, I would never do that. I would do the
It was
first little
5 minutes,
blip.
everybody. 5 minutes of
Yeah, I
the
say
hour
that like
show.
it's the whole thing, but for Snapchat normally it's 30-second little blips, and it was for me it was one
But
whole
I have
song.
what,
We'll say
12
that.
friends on Snapchat, and so
Right,
everyone either
exactly.
watches it or doesn't.
But some people do put whole concerts, like sometimes it's like the whole thing is up there.
Yeah.
And I'm the one where I will acknowledge that I'm there. I will take pictures with my friends.
Yeah.
I might even take a picture of, if I'm so far away I can't get the shot of the stage, I'll take a picture of the jumbotron so it's like, oh, I was at said concert.
Yeah.
But then I put my phone away. I
Yeah.
live in the moment. I live in that moment always. like all the
Yeah,
way,
the whole
no matter
show,
what
I
it is.
mean, that was probably like maybe a
Yeah.
total of 7 minutes of like videos, and
Yeah.
that's it. The
And
rest
it
of the
was
show.
2.5 hours long. Like I get it. Yeah. It's
Yeah, yeah,
like,
yeah.
yeah. No,
Yes,
but
I posted
even
the whole thing, 100%. And I was like, this is 3 minutes. I'm like, yeah, I don't care.
it's 3 minutes. You're crazy.
And
No, but that's
maybe
even why I do the social media stuff for before is I'm the one that I think of, we need
yeah,
to take a picture. We need to capture this. Like we need, but I do quick little blips. I don't want to be in people's faces necessarily in a personal level. Of course, like as a social media person, I'm like, do this for me. But in a personal matter, I'll, do whatever, but then I want to experience things as much as possible. But
yeah.
I want to make sure that people, I'll go, here, I got a picture of all this. And then you're the one that goes, oh my God, I love that you took those pictures.
Yes. Yeah, because
Like,
that was not something that I
yeah,
was gonna do. Because maybe I am just one of those where I am just maybe too in the moment. I knew we were gonna get a group picture, right? We always do that anyway.
yeah,
But the fact that you went around and got those, it was really great. So I love that. Thanks for doing that. Because yeah, you're right. Like that, your brain is like that's where that goes, and mine is like someone else will do it.
yeah. What she's talking about, everyone, is on the iPhone, you can just open up a camera app, and she left her phone lying out. So of course I took it and took as many photos of amazing things, mainly me being stupid, as possible. And you, I took
Yes.
a bunch of you. Yeah.
Oh, I don't even
Um,
think did we even mention that we got
no,
our
we didn't.
recording
That
back?
We didn't. Oh my God. So some news. Burp, 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 burp. I'm going to post something kind of out of order because how I said in the, prior episode, I lost footage. I got an email randomly.
Yeah,
Kyle, right? Wasn't his
Kyle.
name Kyle?
Kyle
Kyle
saved the
rides
day.
in on his white horse from Riverside customer support, and go ahead and check. It's been reestablished. I love you, Kyle.
Thanks, Kyle.
Yay, Kyle the
Yeah.
hero.
The initial
Oh,
email was like, it's gone forever. And we're like, oh, okay. Well, And
yeah,
then Kyle, like, we had forgotten about it. We're like, whatever.
it's
And
gone.
Kyle's like, no,
No,
not,
here I
that's
am.
not
By
gonna
the
happen to
way,
you. Not to my Lemme Scooch ya girls.
yeah, let me scooch in your emails and go, just go check it. It's ready for you. Oh, Kyle.
Yeah, Kyle, good
Um,
job.
I thought I made a big no. I was so upset, and I love that it's been re-put on there. So I'm gonna put it up. It'll be out of order, but oh well. I'm gonna label it as it should be, the
Yeah,
true episode 3. Yes, the
correct.
true episode 3, and then
Yes.
yep. I might just relabel everything, or it'll be like 3+1, or we could do it like the Lion King 1.5.
Perfect. Love that. That's the title of the episode.
That's the title of that episode. So speaking of technology doing me a dirty, I'm going to tell you something that I totally forgot to tell you. Okay.
Yes.
I'm at work, and I'm communicating with one of my fellow colleagues via Snapchat she sent me her and one of her trainers wearing the lizard. Do you know the thing? Lizard, 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 lizard. Do you know
No.
what I'm talking about? It's a button from
No.
a Pixar movie.
The
You have
lizard.
no idea what
No.
I'm talking about.
No.
Oh my God. Okay.
Okay, wait.
Well,
You know what? Let me just look at it. We got time, right?
we
We're
got
on a
time.
pod. What is it? Lizard
The
mean?
lizard, yeah, like lizard from Pixar, lizard
Oh, from like Hopper or
button.
something?
Yeah, sure.
You've probably seen this viral clip.
Yes, lizard,
Okay, got
lizard.
it.
Okay,
So
so
I
that.
have something to reference.
So they're wearing this thing, and they send the two of them going lizard, 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 like alternating, right? So I use the filter back, and I Google me a lizard soundboard button off of Google, just whatever. So then I pull up whatever first website, and there's a whole plethora of buttons. And I have my other coach, Jesse, behind me. We do the same thing, and I'm clicking the lizard one. So lizard, 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 lizard. Send off the Snapchat. Ha ha ha. Now it's Jesse and I sitting there. And I'm like, let's try some other lizards. So the other one, lizard, lizard. Then it's like Arabic lizard, and it's lizard in Arabic, Spanish lizard, lizard in Spanish. Okay. So you're going along. And then one said lizard dad, and I'm not going to do it. It got really loud, and it was like lizard dad, but it was really loud out of the speakers. Then the next one was cat lizard. Okay, earmuffs, children, cat lizard, all of a sudden, pussy, 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 pussy. It was on a loop. The other ones, you had to click it to make it say it. I clicked it once and that MFer went for 5, 6 pussies in a row. I'm freaking out, moving the mouse. Jessie is laughing so hard, she falls on the ground. That all throughout my gym. Oh my God. It was like, I look up immediately. You look up, you check around. Did anybody hear? Anybody hear what happened? No, okay. Not an HR nightmare. Whew, thank God. That was mortifying. I have never been so sabotaged by technology before. Someone made that button on purpose and I fell for it. So whoever created that soundboard, kudos to you.
I mean, how appropriate for you, though.
Oh my, true that. But at the same time, not at work. That was horrible. And Jessie was crying on the floor. Like she was no help. She didn't close the door. She didn't help me with the mouse. She just collapsed on the floor laughing hysterically.
I'm now upset that I didn't receive this snap.
Well, I didn't catch that moment on
okay.
Snap. I sent off and it was done. And then I go on and I'm like, let's try some other ones. And I was cursed. I was taken down, sabotaged at work. Oh my goodness. It was terrible. That. But I hope you have a great rest of your weekend. Fill it with all sorts of things. What do you think you're going to do? Are you going to go into deep spring hobbies?
Probably. Yeah. So I've got 2 closets to reorganize and I have my African violet that, she's been struggling for a couple of months. So, I got a book that will hopefully arrive this weekend to help me because I'm looking up all of these different things on the World Wide Web and it's too much. I can't pick the right one. And I'm like, you know what? I'm just going to get this book and that's how I'm going to do it. I need a book.
Learn everything and then you'll figure it out. Yeah,
exactly.
Just become an expert. Well, I hope you have a wonderful time. I'm going to do I'm going to the Ice Hogs game.
Oh, fun.
So, and yeah, they're going to come and scoop me up in about an hour. So I'm going to call this one a rapparoozy. What do you think? Rapparoozy. Because I got to get on out of here. I got to scooch on out of here and go to an Ice Hogs game and prepare myself to be literally blown away out in this wind. It's going to be great.
It'll be great.
Yeah. So thank you. It'll be great. Thank you everybody for listening today.
Yes,
enjoy.
Everybody.
Wait, time out. I'm not ending this session right now. Do you know what today is?
It's
Friday the 13th.
Friday the 13th. The second Friday.
It's Friday the 13th. Second Friday the 13th. We're doing a podcast. It's a Friday kind of thing, everybody. Happy Friday and have a great day, everybody. Bye-bye.
Bye.